Okay, so I have recognized that I am one of these older women cliches who has binge watched Tell Me Lies, The Summer I Turned Pretty, and Off Campus. And so, yes, like I'm into all these like 20-year-old dudes. Just like a whole bunch of women over 40 and 50 right now that are all over TikTok. So I see you and God bless you. I get it. I get it. So unemployment has made me binge watch all these like shows about teenagers. And so what I've learned is, so I got away from my Stephen DeMarco, which was my narcissist, and now I'm like raising the bar, and I'm looking at like the Conrad Fishers and the Garrett Greens, and I'm also a little Dean De Laurentiis. Like he's cool, he's good. I can handle that. So yeah. So I know what you're all talking about, and I'm with you. And it gives me hope for men getting older. Maybe they'll do it right. Obviously, my generation lost the battle. Like, men are not like that at all. But, hopefully for these younger women coming up, maybe there will be some like decent guys. Granted, I know these shows are all like written by women, or these books are written by women. So these boys are written with like sensitivity and awareness and all sorts of stuff. But like, boys, watch it. It's good. Like, if you can grow up like one of those guys, even though they're fictional, you will be so much better off, and not like these randos that I keep finding at my age that like, I don't know what's left out there. It's like they're either, I don't know, all the tall guys. No offense to shorter people, I'm a shorter person, but like all the tall guys are off the market. Like they're all like in some series of like not drinking, which I totally admire and respect, but like it also gives me pause, to be like, okay, well, what's been happening, and like what will happen if I want to order a drink on a date? Like there's a lot of that out there. I don't know. We're getting into balding and receding hairlines, which I'm not opposed to, whatever. I mean, everybody's either got kids or, stuff like that going on, and that's fine. I have my baggage too. It's not children or ex-husbands. It's other stuff, I'm sure. They're afraid of women that have been in menopause. They're afraid of women with a higher body count than them. They're afraid of women that are more experienced or stronger. They love your light and your energy, and they're attracted to your swing from the chandelier personality. But then when they actually like have to engage with it as like another human being, it's too much for them. Or they haven't figured out what they're doing. Like they still haven't figured their dating stuff out, and they're already like 50. They're gonna like die anytime, and they don't know what they want to do. They're just chatting or casual. They're ghosting. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I could be like 20 or 30 years older doing this like now, I would be so much better prepared for it. And granted, I know I can go younger. Half my age plus 7 puts me at like 33, but that's way too young for me. Like I even was a little like iffy with a 44-year-old date last night. Even though he presents as very mature and whatnot, even that I was like, 7 years. Like, is this guy I'm gonna have to explain to him like why women can't get pregnant on menopause? Another one of these that I have to explain like just sexual things to. Like, I didn't have to do this much explaining about birth control like for like the first 30 years of dating. So there's that. So yes, I'm obsessed with the high school, college boys, just like everybody else. And then the other thing that's kind of weird and has been changing. So like I have always had varied musical tastes. It's always been centered around like indie alternative. I grew up during grunge, so like all those bands. Like I love like hard, like alternative, like complicated, messy stuff. And then all of a sudden, I've had this playlist with like 1,000 songs on it that I'm always going to. And like yesterday I started a new playlist for like this summer, and it's got like Noah Kahn on it, and like Jensen McRae and Camp and Buffalo Traffic Jam. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm on the Noah Kahn train. I know that like the ladies my age actually got on that train a couple years ago, but like now it's happening to me. And like every time I hear Doors in the car, I have to like blast my volume because like I'm obsessed with that song. So something is happening to me. And it's an evolution, and it really tracks with like these teen dramas or college dramas where I absolutely recognize that like I am over the Stephen DeMarco phase. I have moved into the Conrad Fisher, the what's his name, Garrett, Dean. I'm looking at that. And I'm also listening to Noah Khan like a 16-year-old. So I feel like no matter, even though I'm 51 and I'm experienced at so many things in life, like actual dating and relationships, like I definitely have like an elevated mindset on that stuff. But like when it comes to like trying to find somebody that I just genuinely like, I'm kind of like a teenage college girl, like in my experience of it. So I think that is what I'm struggling with, is like there's this sort of like teenage, hopeful, optimistic girl in there, suddenly has been awoken, and but is still trying to like date Gen X, like 50-year-olds, and it's like for the most part lost. Like it's a sunk cause almost. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes. But yes, women, there's nothing wrong with us for seeing these boys and being like, why aren't the guys our age like this? But hey, good job if you're raising your sons to be like those guys on TV. Mad props to you. And I have a handful of friends with boys that are my super feminist friends that are doing a great job raising sensitive, like emotionally capable boys. And it's not raising them to be good to women. It's raising them to realize that they have their own intrinsic value, regardless of whether they find a partner or not. And I think that's the key, is like they need to be raised now the way like I was raised as a girl, which was don't attach yourself and your value to another person. So my generation of girls, we got that message, but that generation of guys did not. So we're still kind of stuck in the like, they don't know how to add value. They still think they have to provide. And so they've got like all these sort of insecurities that they're working through, that like these 20 somethings are coming up now, and they're like, yeah, it's great if I find a partner, but it's like not the be all end all. And like, they're totally secure with who they are, just as people. So my girlfriends are doing a great job raising their sons. Unfortunately, not helping me. Y'all got your husbands, and I don't know if they're any better than these dudes on the market, but like, oh my God, if you ever have a day where you're just like, this marriage, I can't stand it, like hang on to it. If it's lasted this long, make it work, because I love all my friends, but none you all have the capacity I do to get out there and do the shit that I'm doing, which literally is like a job right now. But it's because it's important to me at this point in my life. So, but you know, if there's any like little straggler Conrad Fishers out there, you know, a little closer to my age, I'll take it.